Hi. The following is an excerpt from my podcast, My Parents' Basement, where me and my friend Griff ranked every version of Link from Legend of Zelda. If you want to hear the full episode, click the link below. But,
Some things aren't meant to be.
Yep.
But anyway, what do we have for today, Sam?
Okay. So, when this comes out on Thursday, we are a little late. This comes out Thursday, which means tomorrow is the release of Tears of the Kingdom. Now, normally when it's something like this happens, like a big event happens, we like to do a tier list related to the event. Unfortunately, our 10th ever episode was a Zelda game tier list.
Yeah,
So
we've already done it. I don't think there hasn't been any sort of Zelda game since then, right?
There really hasn't. We didn't do one for a Zelda game back then. We just did it because Eric was leaving the show after only 10 weeks because he's a quitter. I'm going to send him that clip just to really drive the point home. And his request was, I want my last episode to be the Zelda tier list. So I gave it to him. Which, yeah, in hindsight, we really should have saved it. But
it was totally fine to do.
Yeah. Plus, it was one of the few episodes Jordan appeared on, too.
Mm-hmm.
Which they will be back in a few weeks for a fun event. Anyways, what we have today is, drumroll please, thank you, is a Link's tier list. That is right. We are going to rank every version of Link that there has ever been, from TV to manga to video games. No Link is safe. I have the list of their official titles right here, and we're going to do this in no particular order, but I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. Are you ready, Griffin?
I'm so excited. Real quick, I just thought of what we should do for our next Zelda tier list when, Breath of the Wild 3 comes out in 25 years.
What is it?
We should do a tier list of all, characters in Zelda games. All, relatively major characters.
Okay, I was about to say, dude, we were just complaining that we have not done a tier list in one episode in forever. And then you want to go off and do every Zelda character.
If we did every major character, we could do it. Not every fucking NPC that you meet, but every major character. I think that'd be reasonable.
That'd be reasonable. But for now, which Link do we like the best? We are ranking them on design, games, just general abilities.
I'm excited to find out because I don't think I've ever considered this sort of ranking, so I'm excited.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get started. Oh my fucking god, I forgot the order this was in. Because look who's first.
Oh god. All right, we got a good one first. Actually, I think we should save this. Let's do the Four Swords one first because I'm not super familiar with that Link.
Okay, so the Four Swords Link, which I do not believe has an official name, but in Four Swords Adventure, he is known as the Hero of Light. So we're just going to call him the Hero of Light.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of sucks.
I mean, he needs four of them boys to save the world. He can't do it on his own. That's kind of weak.
Yeah, he needs four of them boys. And let's not forget, one of his games, he doesn't get an official title. He's just known as Link from Four Swords. He's kind of a little bitch.
He's just that Link, unfortunately.
He really is. Yeah, I like his design. But at the same time, he has the most forgettable game in the series.
Yeah, and honestly, is his design really that different from Minish Cap or Toon Link even? I feel like it very, very barely feels like its own Link.
Yeah, don't forget that the game that he appeared in originally wasn't ever supposed to be a mainline game.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising actually that it is its own Link according to the lore, the timeline.
Well, I mean, Four Swords Adventure was a mainline.
Okay.
That's why he is even here in the first place. And in that game, he's pretty cool, but everything that he does is only because he can turn into four of himself.
Yeah, that's the main draw or the main gimmick, I guess, is just being quadruple Link.
Yeah, and it's not he doesn't really have any personality outside of that. I guess. I think he's like a C tier.
Yeah, I was gonna say honestly D, because like
I'll put him in D.
like that's like relative to being a Link, right? Because like just if we're talking about Link in general, like it's a really cool protagonist. He's fucking stood the test of time. Like there's not really gonna be any that are bad. So like when we're ranking Links, that's one of the weaker ones, right?
Yeah, he's definitely one of the weaker ones. Then there's, also like you say he's one of the worst. There are definitely worse Links.
Yeah.
We will get to them. Anyway, then we have Hero of the Minish. Can you guess what game he is from?
Skyward Sword.
Close, but no.
Hot dicks.
I don't know what it is, but you'd be like, dicks.
Yeah, peanuts.
Shit. Anyways, enough of metaphorical dick jokes. Minish Cap. Did you play Minish Cap?
I have not.
Honestly, neither have I. But at the same time, like, I guess he's a cool Link. He can shrink, and his hat is a cool little bird man.
His hat is alive, and it's a cool little bird guy. I feel like that gives him some points, right?
I mean, I guess. I don't...
It's gotta.
Okay. From now on, what I'm doing is I'm on the wiki, and I'm going to look up their powers and abilities.
Okay.
Well, he also doesn't seem to have a lot of unique abilities. Like, it's all the regular stuff. He has the mirror shield, which is, something that almost every Link has. The gust jar, which is pretty cool. The power bracelet. He doesn't really have anything unique about him besides the fact that he can shrink and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, it is a DS like Zelda game, so it is like it's a mainline game, right? Isn't it DS? Or is it like Game Boy Advance?
I always thought it was Game Boy.
Maybe.
I mean, it could be. Who knows? Who really cares, even?
Minish Cap was Game Boy Advance in 2004. Fucking Christ.
Holy shit.
You're right.
Are we old?
Yes.
I think we're old.
Yes, this is known.
And I don't know. I think B tier. I think he's a fine Link. I like his design a lot, and I also like his little hat friend.
His little hat that talks. Doesn't the hat get like annoying? Isn't that a thing that happens in the game? Like the hat talks too much?
I mean,
know.
probably, but that's every of Link's companions at some point.
Of Link's buddies. Yeah, I'm good with B. That's fair.
They all get fucking annoying at some point. All right. Now we have the Hero of Hyrule from the first Zelda and Adventure of Link.
You mean so like the first two Zelda games?
Yes, the first two Zelda games.
Is it the same? It's the same Link? Is that like chronological? Like it goes from the first one to the second one?
Mm-hmm. Exact same Link. But, funny enough, not the same Zelda.
What the fuck?
Yup.
I didn't know Link was like that. He was bilingual like that.
Do you mean a whore? Do you mean a slut?
I didn't know he was spreading the love.
Have you seen like the Angry Video Game Nerds video about Zelda 2?
Where he's like, at some point.
Where he's just like, Link is a dog. Like, in order to regain your health, you have to follow a woman into her house, and to regain her magic, you have to follow an old lady into her house. Like, he's like, oh no, Link's a dog. Like,
I mean, I guess this whole game, Link's like just like meeting up with fellas in caves and shit.
Yeah, he's. It's dangerous to go alone, so he grabs it.
Yeah.
This Link inspired the greatest of Zelda songs.
Well, no, that was Zelda 1, I thought. It's dangerous. That's the first Zelda.
Zelda 2, that's what this Link is from.
Oh, yeah, I guess he's both. I was just thinking of the second one.
Yeah.
He's also got the I Am Error room, which is a funny guy.
Yeah. Although, because he is such an early Zelda, he kind of sucks comparatively.
Yeah, well, because we'll get to eventually, but like Link to the Past, I think, was what introduced all of the traditional items, really, basically all of them, except for very basic stuff like the Master Sword and bombs and shit like that. I feel like Link to the Past introduced almost all of like the special magic and things. So, but by this point, it's very, very basic.
Yeah, I mean, he did have magic in Zelda 2.
Mm-hmm.
He did, and it was pretty like cool. Like he could turn himself into a fairy. He could heal himself. He could change things. But like, you're right. His version of every weapon is kind of just a weaker version. He doesn't even get the Master Sword.
Yeah.
Like if you threw him into a room after they all collectively beat the shit out of the Four Swords Link, I think he'd be the next on the chopping block.
Yeah. And we're not just ranking on power, but that's definitely part of it.
Yeah, like he doesn't have a lot of he doesn't have a lot of unique abilities. He doesn't have any friends. He talks to old men in caves.
But at the same time, he's the original, right?
He is the original. So, I mean, low B or high C?
I was gonna say like high B above Minish Man.
I'll put him
because like he's the original. He created the fucking design of the little green boy.
You're right. He is the OG Link, and he is the one to really, start the entire domino effect. It just really sucks that he kind of fucking just sucked.
He's just a little lame. But literally, he started everything, and like all the other Links wouldn't exist or look like they do if not for him.
Yeah. So like he earned his place.
Yeah.
All right. Next we got Hero of the Wild, which is Breath of the Wild Link. Absolute A tier. I mean, S tier.
Yeah. Also, the fact that they had the balls to change his outfit and give him like a blue shirt as his iconic shit, like that's fucking crazy.
It looks so much better. It just looks so much better.
Yeah. Well, and also like I was gonna say all of them, but almost all of the Links are mute. But I feel like this one, maybe just from being the most recent one, is definitely one of the most expressive Links.
Mm-hmm. Plus, like, he has spoken in the past, mainly because like Zelda's like, He doesn't say much, but when he does, I sure do like it.
In the cutscenes, it just happens to be scenes where Link is not talking.
Yeah. It's really funny watching everyone around him have a voice, and he's just sitting there silently.
Everyone's just like, oh, there's no need for words, I guess.
Yep. All right, here's a question. Is this the same Link from the Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity?
I think so. Age of Calamity is that that's the Hyrule Warriors type game, right? You said. I think so. Isn't there something fucked where that's like a different timeline?
It is.
Something?
Yes.
Right, because the story in that is not what leads into Breath of the Wild, even though it's supposed to be like a prequel sort of thing.
It was originally supposed to be a prequel, and then they were like, we could make money.
Yeah, and then they're like, we can make the story not make any fucking sense. Yeah, but I think it's like the same Link.
Yeah. So we'll combine those two.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably, and his arsenal, I can't speak. Help.
Uh-huh.
Say something nice about him. Look at the boy. He's shy.
Yeah. This is the Link with probably the most fucking fashion sense out of any of them. He is the most customizable by far. He can cosplay as other characters from Zelda.
Yep.
He can pretend to be fucking Sheik or whoever.
He can cosplay as himself.
Yeah. He gets like his whole ass arsenal basically from the beginning of the game. Or his arsenal of magic tools basically from the beginning of the game. And then you can just collect, as you go through the game, the most overpowered shit possible if you were going to do a fucking battle royale of Links to just kick everyone's ass. He has a motherfucking motorcycle.
This is true. When the game, like, the Game Grumps did, like, a thing, like a competition between all their versions of Link.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically what they said about the Breath of the Wild Link was that he has this Homer Simpson trying to jump Springfield Gorge sort of energy.
That's true, because like that's what all of Breath of the Wild is you see like some dumb obstacles, like, oh, this is a big pit I want to cross, or this is like a big river. Mm-hmm. And then you're just coming up with the most fucking MacGyver way possible to cross that shit.
It's just, he's the type of guy, like, everyone would be fighting and he'd be in the back, like, tying Octoroks, whatever the fuck the balloon things are, to a wooden plank, flying up in the air, then just dropping bombs and seeing what happens. Like,
yeah. The fucking chaotic energy is incredible.
Yeah. And like you said, he has the biggest arsenal of all the links by far.
All of his weapons break because they're made of fucking toothpicks, but aside from that,
he got all of his materials from Minecraft. That's why they all break.
Yeah.
It's just like, and plus Tears of the Kingdom is going to expand his arsenal even more at the expense of an arm, but like
yeah, he loses that, but he'll get a lot more, and then he can fucking combine shit to make literally the biggest arsenal possible.
Yeah. Although,
I'm so excited for Tears of the Kingdom.
Say,
God damn it.
He's the only Link I'm pretty sure he is one of the few modern Links that can't swim.
That's true. Well, he can swim for a little bit, but then the stupid stamina bar catches up to him.
I know.
Well, yeah, I guess a lot of the other Links, they get like a power-up that lets them swim forever, like the little flippers or whatever it is.
Yeah. Whereas he just kind of is like, he starts the game in his tighty whities and he's just fucking like...
Yeah, and you can end the game in your tighty whities if you want.
You could defeat Ganon with a fucking mop. Like, I just think for the insanity that he creates, he deserves S tier.
Oh yeah, for the chaotic energy, absolutely.
Because he's a psychopath. Like,
also, just like the like just having detonatable bombs on their own is like just opens up so much shit that none of the other Links can do, which is amazing.
Plus, let's not forget, he's actually a knight. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Unlike every other fucking version of Link, he actually starts out in a position where you can understand why they chose him.
Yeah, he's not just some fucking farmer's boy on a tiny island or something. Also, he can shield surf. Can any of the other Links shield surf? Is that a thing?
Oh, no. I mean, one can bomb bowl.
one can bomb shield blast, but we'll get to him.
Yeah. But absolute S tier of a lad.
For sure. Easy.
Next is my second favorite Link, the hero of Twilight from Twilight Princess.
Oh, let's go. AKA Wolf Link.
Exactly.
AKA Furry Link.
Well, that's the reason I like him. It's because I'm a furry.
We're making some admissions today.
The truth is finally coming out. Well, it's really funny because I don't know why you and Jordan have started calling me a furry recently. But it's really funny, so I'm leaning into it.
I think we started calling you a weeb because Jordan made you play their weeb games like Danganronpa and Zero Escape, and then that just evolved into being a furry.
We'll talk about that in what we watch and what we play. Because we're definitely gonna have time for that this week.
Yeah.
But what do you think of this Link? Because this is all give and take.
Mm-hmm. So I haven't played all of Twilight Princess. I think I only played like some of the beginning of it or some of the early part. But I just know like this is the fucking edgelord Link.
Yeah, pretty much. Look at his wolf form. Look at that
this
wolfy
this
boy.
the darkest timeline Link.
It really is. But at the same time, he's also probably the strongest and the coolest Link.
Yeah, I feel like he's like one of the best versions of like the definitive, just like I don't know, classic Link, just like the green boy Link. That's just pretty standard, no like gimmicks or anything. I mean, he has the gimmick of being a wolf, but the normal part.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, I'm pretty sure he is the only Link that can use a sword while riding his horse?
I think you can do that in Breath of the Wild. I'm pretty sure you can use weapons on horseback in Breath of the Wild.
He is one of 2 Links.
But he's in good company.
Yeah. Because, like, that shot of him on Epona holding the sword on the bridge is just so fucking iconic. I love him, and I love all of his weapons. I love, like, his game is one of my favorite Zelda games. Like, fuck you, I'm putting him behind Hero of the Wild. Sure,
go for it.
Also, did you realize that this Link is a fucking beefy beast of a man?
Oh yeah, he's a fucking big boy. I feel like that's part of being like the edgy Twilight Princess game Link, is that he's a man.
Like every other Link besides Hero of the Wild has like golden gauntlets to help them brace impact or whatever. No, Link just goes in and wrestles Gorons with his bare fucking hands. Like,
yeah, half of the Links are like tiny boys, whether it's like young Link or Toon Link.
Yeah, this dude worked on a fucking ranch. He fucking took down rams with his bare hands. Like,
strong as fuck.
He holds a giant metal ball in his pocket at all times. He has the spinner.
He's got the motherfucking spinner. He's got the dual hook shots, which is like one hook shot, but a little better.
It's like a hook shot, but 2.
But again, one thing I just thought of, which one is the Link to the Past Link?
We will get to him.
Okay, we'll get to him.
I know which one you think he is. It's not him.
No, I don't think it's... Okay, we'll get to him.
Mm-hmm. All right. Time for the GOAT.
Time for a very special one. This is Link from the CDI Zelda games.
No known title.
He's the hero of... I don't know.
I don't know.
The hero of dialogue.
The hero... He is the only Link that can speak in his game.
Mm-hmm.
But is that a good thing?
He's also the only Link with voice acting in his game.
Hero of the Wild.
Oh, yeah. But that may be why... This may be part of why they never made Link talk, ever.
Well, I don't know if you can blame Nintendo for this one.
No, not really. They just gave someone the ability to do this, and we got a legend.
Golly! It's just like, I don't know why he says that so fucking much.
Golly. I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Great! I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos!
How would you even describe this Link's, like, character?
Inspector Gadget. Like...
Yeah.
Like, he's a bumbling fucking idiot who can't do anything properly, who just gets lucky because somebody else is helping him. Like...
Inspector Gadget or Inspector Clouseau.
At least they solved crimes. What the fuck did he do?
He saved Ganon, mostly by accident. Or he defeated Ganon, mostly by accident. In one of the games. In one, he just gets canceled.
In another version, he gets captured by Ganon.
Like, immediately.
Like, he's like, Link went off to fight Ganon. He's fucking lost, the idiot. Go save him, Zelda. He is the only version of Link that needs to be saved by Zelda. Like...
Yeah, which, to be fair, should fucking happen more often. I absolutely think you should be able to play as Zelda. But
I was hoping for that in Tears of the Kingdom, but oh yeah. Well.
But maybe not in this way, with a fucking bozo Link.
Make him competent. Like, Zelda has fucking magic powers. Whenever Zelda helps in the other games, it's cool. But
yeah, Zelda in Smash is a fucking menace.
Yeah. That's gotta be worth a kiss. No, I won. I just fucking can't with this guy. He sucks so bad. He can't see in the dark. He doesn't know how to reuse ropes. And he can't pick up rupees without stopping his forward momentum.
Well, that's not his fault. That's the fault of the games that he's in are total fucking trash dog shit.
I think we ranked a few of the others based on their games too.
Yeah, no, that's true. But oh my god, to be fair, we have to give the CDI games and the voice acting a little bit of credit because they have inspired so many fucking memes over the years that it is like unbelievable. The entirety of early YouTube was just fucking YouTube poops with the CDI, Zelda, and Mario. Like, that was it. That was the foundation. It was like that and SpongeBob.
That's so true. He is a legend. And so part of me, like a chaotic part of me, wants to put him in C. But I can't in good conscience say he's better than Four Swords Link.
We can't say that he's better than any of the Links.
He has to go at the bottom of D tier.
He
I mean, just look at his fucking picture.
Look at his fucking goofy ass face.
Do you see the picture?
Yeah.
I just fucking can't.
Golly.
I did it. Oh my god. All right.
This piece is what all true warriors strive for. My boy. Okay.
Next is the new hero of Hyrule from Link Between Worlds. I hate his title.
So that's a very dumb title, but that is a goat game, by the way. That's a goat game.
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely goat game. But you want to know why it's really dumb, specifically?
What? Okay, where is it in the timeline that makes it the new hero of Hyrule?
That's why it's fucking dumb. It's before Zelda 1 and 2, which that Link is called the Hero of Hyrule. So the new Hero of Hyrule is before him.
Well, he's new because he appeared before the other one.
Old boring ripoff Hero of Hyrule versus the new Hero of Hyrule. What?
I was gonna say that reminds me of when Nintendo released like the new 3DS or whatever, and it was called the new 3DS, and people had no idea what the fuck they were talking about. So like how do you tell like a relative to purchase the new 3DS, specifying that the title includes new in it?
I know, it's so stupid.
It's horrible marketing.
It is garbage marketing. This is one of the best Zelda games of all time.
Yep.
It really changed up the formula while keeping everything the same. Like, it was like the clear like middle ground between like what came before and Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. And like it's still Link Between Worlds is a remake of Link to the Past, and like it still kept all of the items and the dungeons and everything from Link to the Past. But, like, the way you get them and everything is all the same. It is all different.
Well, it's technically a sequel-ish.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Well, and there's also the best gimmick of any Zelda game, which is Link's ability to wall shift.
Yeah, which is just to flatten himself against the wall, become Flat Stanley.
Yeah, which literally adds an entire new dimension to the game. Like, literally.
Yes. I do think, though, comparatively to the other Links, he's a little lazy.
That's true. He doesn't find anything on his own. He has to buy everything from some wacko.
He spent his time in the bushes stealing people's hard-earned money and then proceeding to just be like, I'm going to take this, thank you. However, I mean, like, I'm trying to think about what makes this Link in particular stand out.
Well,
it's not much, really.
He is. You can compare him to the other version of himself in the same game, and he is like objectively a lot braver and like cooler than the other version of himself.
Yeah, but he's also mute.
That's true.
That's the only reason you couldn't have guessed that twist is because he talks. I mean, I do like this Link. I really do. Mm-hmm. He like the wall shift is one of the coolest abilities, but everything he does, the Link before him did. He just is literally, with the exception of the fact that he's fighting a dude who can make you into a picture, he's kind of just retracing another guy's steps.
Yeah. That's fair. I guess there's like not that much that sets him apart outside of the wall shifting ability. Like otherwise, all of his weapons are the pretty standard Zelda weapons and magic abilities and everything.
Although he has the only Master Sword that can be upgraded.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the fact that he can upgrade and change the color of his tunic and everything is really sick.
Yeah, but so could Ocarina of Time Link.
Yeah. I think he's a solid A tier. I want to say like middle of A tier.
I was gonna give him A tier also.
Okay.
All right. Next we have the hero from Hyrule Warriors. This one is just straight up called the hero. He has no fancy title.
Just the hero of Hyrule Warriors.
Yep. All right.
I guess this Link is pretty cool. Like you're saying about the Breath of the Wild Link, he starts out as like a soldier, right? He's like a soldier in the army, and then he becomes the chosen hero.
Yes. I will say this. We are not judging these Links solely based on who would win in a fight. But if they fought, this Link would break all the others with his bare hands.
This Link is a fucking cheat code, and all of his weapons are broken.
They basically just made Link a Dynasty Warriors character.
I mean, that's basically what they did. And all of his weapons are able to wipe the floor with 100 enemies at once.
Like, he just absolutely will wipe the floor with an entire army by himself.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy as shit. This Link also, for some reason, has the Triforce of Courage, which I personally don't think he needs.
I mean, yeah, he can already whoop anyone in the world's ass. What the fuck would he need the Triforce for?
Yeah. I mean, beyond, like, his arsenal isn't anything to write home about.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he needs to write home about anything. He lets his fist do the talk. I would love to see this Link fucking throw his sword on the ground and just beat the shit out of somebody. Like, he is the type of Link to do that.
Yeah, he fucking should do that. Do like a Street Fighter. Just put his sword away and just square up with his fist.
I mean, it's kind of confusing about where he falls in the timeline specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Because he fights, like, every major villain at some point.
Yeah, plus, like, a new one, right? That's
Yeah.
just for Hyrule Warriors. Well, is there something that's going on with the story that explains that? Like, there's enemies being pulled from all timelines?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
It's basically like the guardian of the timelines is, like, growing restless and evil.
Yeah. Well, isn't that just more evidence that he is the strongest Link, that he can kick the ass of every main villain from every Zelda game?
Yeah, no, that's 100% what it is. He is absolutely the strongest Link by a country mile. Like, I know we were saying that, like, Twilight Princess is mad strong. Mm-hmm. And he is, but even he couldn't stand up to him. Even he couldn't stand up to this guy. Which, I don't think we need to say more about him, honestly.
Yeah, I think he's a solid A tier. Because, like, I think he's just really cool, and he also has a lot of swag with his attacks too. Like, because it's a Dynasty Warriors game, there's so much more to the combat, like so much flair. And the Zelda games usually have good combat, but not like as insane as this.
I'm putting him above the new hero of Hyrule.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
All right, now time for one that is going to piss everybody off. Let's talk about the hero of time.
Okay.
I said the hero of rhyme.
I meant the hero of time.
I don't need no Sword or Shield. I'm gonna be just fine.
Okay, so this one is fucking iconic, right?
You know what I keep singing?
No.
That's sad. Do you still remember? Sorry to sidetrack. I still remember every fucking word to that song.
I still remember at least half of the rap part of that song. I don't know how it occupies just a permanent section of my brain. I'm going to be 95, sitting in a nursing home, just like whistling that to myself, having no other memories in my head.
Do, 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 do. Sorry, he doesn't say anything else anymore.
I'll just be like sitting in the corner quiet and I'll see yell, "Stop the chilled out grooves!"
Oh my fucking god. Amazing songs.
Yeah, also the Hero of Rhyme from the Zelda songs 1 and 2 would obviously be an S tier.
Yes. Well, is the boy in his boat still the same Zelda Link?
I don't know, it could be.
I think it is.
Is it canon?
We gotta ask the Game Grumps.
That's true, yeah.
All right, but back to the Hero of Time. Like you said, actual icon.
Yeah, the main character of probably 2 of the most popular Zelda games of all time, at least before Breath of the Wild came out. I feel like Ocarina of Time, obviously, number 1, and then Majora's Mask, probably a close second, if not like Link to the Past or one of the other ones.
Yeah. He is definitely an icon. But
I was waiting for that, you motherfucker.
Let's be honest, he's not really the smartest.
Well, okay, to be fair, he does spend at least half of his game just getting ordered around by other people.
Yeah. Also, you spend the first 30 minutes of the game being told that you're a pussy and no one likes you.
Basically, yeah. And then they tell you to man up and come back in 10 years.
Yeah. He is definitely iconic. But I don't think he really grows into an icon in my eyes until Twilight Princess. Because he's in Twilight Princess.
Really?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if you can see this screen. If you can't, let me just pull it up. Let me stream it for you. I realize I've been sharing it.
Mm-hmm.
But
I have it pulled up on your Twitch.
Yeah, but in the square that he's in, you could see child, adult, and the shade from Twilight Princess.
Mm-hmm.
That's because that guy is the Hero of Time. Like, he grew up, died, and turned into that.
That's pretty fucking sick.
And then proceeded to teach Twilight Princess Link all his cool, sick-ass moves. So, like, I'm sorry, he's the one who trained my favorite Link.
Yeah. That's probably, like, the only time that happens, right? That, like, another badass Link comes and teaches you shit.
I think that's what makes him, like, really cool is that he's persisted this long.
Mm-hmm.
And that not only is he still around, but, like, he was training people. He was like, I'm gonna fucking man you up.
Yeah. Well, and also, like, I feel like this was the first Link that had, like, a big identity, I think. Like because Ocarina was such a huge game, and, like, you have all the shit of talking to NPCs and everything, and, like, going between the 2 ages. And I feel like there's so much to this Link compared to any other ones that were before it.
There is. Like we said, he spans 2 timelines and, like, 4 games. Like,
mm-hmm.
Three games, my bad. He is every Link after him is based on him in some way, shape, or form.
Basically, yeah.
But at the same time, he doesn't really do anything on his own. His greatest, like, the only reason that he decided, like, things went wrong is because he just decided not to say anything. And then Ganon, like, the way not Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time ends is him going back and telling Zelda, your plan sucks. We need to just tell them the truth. Like, he does have probably the most experience out of all the Links.
Yeah. Well, he learns from all his mistakes. He's kind of like a bumbling protagonist in like some movie where the reason like the conflict in the movie happens is because of his own fuck up.
Yeah. His fuck up was not saying anything. Like,
Yeah.
this is the only time where him being mute actively fucks the game. Like, or not the game, the world. Like, it actually fucks up the world. Which I find really funny.
Like, Link, if you don't want to talk, that's fine, but please use some form of communication, buddy.
Although, his ocarina and masks make him beyond awesome.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the ocarina literally became, like, a symbol of Link and the Zelda games just because of this.
Exactly. And the masks are so iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, the majority of them do fuck all, but
But they add a lot, and there are some good ones.
like the Fierce Deity mask.
Mm-hmm.
And like we said, he trained what we consider to be one of the best Links.
Yeah, so that has to count for something.
Although, points taken away for wanting to find Navi for some reason.
Leave her be. She's finally not annoying you.
I know. Also, some people consider Young Link, like by Majora's Mask era, to be one of the strongest versions of Link.
Do you think so? What is like the reasoning for that?
The masks.
I mean, the masks are pretty good.
But I don't think they mean he's the strongest.
I don't know.
Like the Twilight Princess Link has taken down Gorons with his bare hands. Like
Doesn't need any mask to make him stronger.
Exactly. Although I don't think any Link that would be able to stand up to besides the one from Hyrule Warriors, would be able to stand up to the Fierce Deity mask.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Where do you put him?
I would say he's a solid A tier. I would think between the two that we have now, maybe.
I 100% agree. I want to put him higher because the shade is so cool. But like you said, he's kind of bumbling around during his first game. Like he's just basically an errand boy.
He's literally an errand boy for like maybe the first at least quarter, maybe half of Ocarina.
And then the only reason the world is in ruin in the second half is because he decided to travel forward 7 years in the future.
Oopsie poopsie.
Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, he can control time." No, he can't. He just travels he can only go to one spot in the future. Like
Yeah, if he could control all of time, that'd be a lot stronger.
that would make him a lot cooler, but also he could either go back 3 days or forward 7 years.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
That's it. That's what you got.
All right. Time for the hero of legend. And legend is right, because he has appeared in Link to the Past, Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, and Link's Awakening.
Oh, okay. This makes sense. Because in Link's Awakening, he's taking a nap.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
By far, the most experienced Link.
Yeah, the most proficient one. And I feel like the most varied, too. He's gone to a lot of different fucking places.
Yeah, he even does quests in his sleep, like you said.
Yeah, this motherfucker's doing fetch quests in his sleep.
This motherfucker's speaking to whales! Also, he's chibi.
Yeah,
chibi.
he's cute. Got a cute little sword and shield.
Yeah. He is really cool.
Yeah, no, I like this Link a lot. I think because I've played both Link to the Past and Link's Awakening. I haven't played any of either of the Oracle ones. But I think the Link's Awakening game like gives him a lot to add on. He's really cool. He has a lot of new relationships. He gets a girlfriend, maybe.
That immediately dies.
She doesn't die. He just wakes up.
He just erases her from existence.
That's he meets a big funny whale. Plays a lot of music.
Yep. Destroys a civilization.
Yeah. Whoopsies.
Also, he is the main Link of what a lot of people consider to be the best Zelda game.
Link to the Past, which we mentioned before was like the original quote unquote real Zelda game in terms of having the numerous dungeons, having the stages, having the main Ganon story. Like, so many of the iconic weapons and shit like that were introduced in this game. Like, there's so much there's so much iconic shit that could be traced directly to him.
Yeah, gameplay wise, he is the first Link to use the Master Sword.
And they just like added a ton to the story too. Like, there's this whole thing of like, now you have to fight for like a kingdom and a king and a main enemy, Ganon.
Yeah, and he has an uncle.
And you have an uncle, and Zelda is your...
I don't know. ...
We may never fucking know.
Who knows what Zelda is? Not I. I mean, what can we... I feel like, as cool as he is, I feel like we would have a hard time putting him in S tier. Because, like we said, a lot of the stuff that he has eventually gets better.
Yeah.
With a lot of the other Links.
Yeah, he was the original for a lot of stuff, but yeah, like those original weapons were improved on in time, and like there are Links who were able to expand on a lot more, either just with like bigger games that could give Link more personality or more story.
So where should he go?
I was gonna say, I think A still. I think it's still a really good A. Link.
I think below Hero of Time.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Because I think I would put him above, I think, but probably objectively it should be below.
I think below mainly because, well, no, actually you're right, above. Above. Because, again, I can't help but remember we qualified the Hero of Time as a bumbling idiot.
Yeah, well, and this is our fucking opinion. I like this Link a lot better.
Me too. I think he doesn't need a guide to tell him where to go every 5 seconds. I mean, yeah, sure, he's told where to go, but they're just like, you don't need to go get 50 things before you do it. Like, all right. Now it is time for the Saturday morning cartoon Link.
Another iconic Link.
Before we get to this, can I make an amendment?
Yes.
I want to move Four Swords up to C.
Sure, that's fair.
I think we were a little too hard on them at the beginning.
Yeah, they're not that bad.
Yep, I do not think he should ever be put in the same ranking as CDI Zelda.
Yeah. All right, so this is the other Link that knows how to bomb jump. Unbelievably.
The other Link with a canonical voice.
Yeah, and it is the worst, most annoying fucking voice ever.
Excuse me, princess.
Why the fuck does he sound like that?
I don't know.
Well, excuse me, princess. How about a kiss?
Get fucked. This dude is just a creep.
Yeah, the only good thing is that Zelda turns his sorry ass down every single time.
Which is really funny. Also, what's really funny about this universe in general is the Triforce only has 2 pieces.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about the show.
Yeah, no, there's the Triforce of Wisdom and the Triforce of Power. But there's no Triforce of Courage, I think.
So bum-ass Link doesn't get one?
No.
Poor guy.
He's so stupid. I mean, technically, he is just the original Link, like the hero of Hyrule from the OG Zelda and Zelda 2, given a voice and a shit personality.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a good hero.
I don't think he's very good. It's kind of it's a bad show, and he's a bad character from it. And like you said, he's literally just an objectively worse version of like the original Link.
So, like, obviously he goes in D tier.
Yeah, but I think he's fuck. he's like objectively better than the CDI Link, but the CDI Link is so much funnier.
Like, that's the thing
and that adds a lot of value.
Do we go with our gut and put him below CDI Link?
No, fuck it. Yeah, this is the worst Link. Fuck this guy.
I mean, you're right. You're definitely right. This guy sucks so much. Look at his fucking face.
Yeah, look at this bozo. The only one who looks dumber than the CDI Link.
He really does. I don't know why they picked that picture of him. I think what makes him worse than the CDI Link is that he's presented like he's supposed to be this epic hero. But he's really not.
Yeah.
He's just a whiny bitch. All right. Now we have the chosen hero from Skyward Sword.
Which is, timeline-wise, the original Link, right?
The very
the original
first
hero.
Link.
Yeah.
Or Hero of the Skies. I don't know what his actual name is. I think it's the chosen hero. But it is the first Link before the reincarnation cycle. He is at the beginning. He's training to be a knight, and yeah, and he has a cool flying bird.
He's got a bird guy. I think this Link has like the better personalities and probably some of the best chemistry with Zelda, because like he actually gets to interact with Zelda for a little bit. She's not just like disappeared for the entire game like most of the Zelda games.
Yeah. At the same time also, I feel like, again, this is a Link with very little autonomy.
Yeah. So I think like this Link, like personality wise, is pretty cool, but in terms of like an actual character and protagonist, I almost said protagonist, like a fucking Mr. Plinky video. In terms of like actual protagonist, like yeah, he doesn't really do much. He just gets told what to do by almost everybody all the time.
Yeah, he really it's sort of like in Twilight. I mean, why do I keep saying Twilight Princess and not Ocarina? It's sort of like Ocarina, but 20 times worse.
Yeah, and if we're talking about like combat abilities or squaring off against the other Links, this guy would get squashed because he'd be trying to fight people and fucking wiggling around his sword with motion controls like a bozo.
But he is also the first Link that can actually run.
Yeah, on a short-ass stamina meter.
Very short.
A horrible, horrible stamina meter that they didn't fix until Breath of the Wild when they made it actually good.
Yep. He can also do some minor fucking parkour.
Yeah, it is kind of funny when you see Skyward Sword, and like when the HD version was coming out, they were like advertising for it. They were like, oh, all of these things that are fun and good in Breath of the Wild, they originally came from Skyward Sword, where they were bad and we were testing them out, and they didn't really work.
Yeah.
Like, oh, great, I can't wait to try them out in this game, when the better version exists already.
Skyward Sword was a weird game. It really was.
Yeah.
It also, he's kind of like the most pussy of all the Links.
How so?
Because anytime he wants, he can just go back up in the sky and take a nap.
Yeah, he can just dip whenever.
Like, he can just be like, oh, I don't want to really fucking do this. I'm going to go home. Like, how many other Links can just be like, I want to go home and go? Like,
yeah, every other Link has struggles.
He really doesn't. I really do think that him beating Demise and Girahim at the end is just sheer dumb luck.
Yeah, well, it's sheer dumb luck and just repetition. Like, at this point, he's fought him enough that that he could fucking beat him.
Yeah. I mean, he's fought Girahim enough, which, by the way, best Zelda villain. By far.
Oh, yeah. Again, personality-wise, like, I think a lot of the characters in Skyward Sword, especially, like I said, the dynamic between Link and Zelda is really, really good, and Girahim as a character is really good. It's just, the game.
Yep. I don't know. He can bomble.
He's got bomb bowling.
Bomble.
And
he can douse.
Oh, he can douse, and he has the little bug that can fly.
Yeah, and he can tightrope walk.
Yeah. Isn't there something where you can go back in time? Like, aren't there multiple time things in Skyward Sword?
Yes,
right?
there
That's
is.
But can Link control it, or does it just happen?
I don't know exactly. I never got far enough to figure that out.
You just couldn't tough out the game long enough.
No, I don't think the dungeons are well designed in the game.
Yeah, well, there's only like 3 of them, I think, and you have to go through them over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's like they tried to make it a Metroidvania. Like,
Sort of, yeah. Where it's like you get to an area and you can't get to most of the area yet.
I know, but that doesn't work in a Zelda game now, does it?
Yeah.
I will say, though, he does have one of the coolest boss fights, which is against the giant golden machine guy.
I don't remember that one.
Where you cut his arms off and then you use his giant sword to beat the shit out of him.
Is that like a guy with like a mask kind of thing? Or I think it's something else.
He has like 6 golden arms.
Okay, I feel like that seems familiar.
But he also has the worst boss in Zelda history.
Which is the big boy.
The imprisoned, the big goofy toe man.
Don't you fight him like 3 times?
You fight him 3 times.
Oh, Christ.
I don't know. Where does he... I think B tier.
I was gonna say like a B tier, maybe like bottom of B. I think because it's like
I'm gonna
he's okay.
say bottom.
Yeah,
because
he.
Mm-hmm. You first.
I would say like in terms of uniqueness too. Like, what does he have that's unique? Like, he's the first Link, and he has a duck. Other than that, all of his other stuff. Well, I guess he has a couple unique things. Like, he has the blower and he has the bug. But all of his other shit is just regular.
About the fucking blower.
Yeah, all of the other shit is just very standard stuff that every Link has that like doesn't really set him apart at all. Outside of the horrible motion controls, as we said, which is not a plus.
No, absolutely not. So, yeah. There he goes. Okay. Time for
the most important Link.
Exactly. The Hero of Trains. That is his official title. What a piece of shit, Link.
What do you mean? He commands the trains.
I know, right? That one very specific thing that's an outdated mode of transportation. He commands it.
I could have used a ghost train.
Oh, look at that. The ghost train guy would have used a ghost train. I mean, wait, isn't Zelda a ghost in this one?
Wait, is it a ghost train? Is he just the fucking spirit conductor?
Oh my god. Alan Rails.
Yeah.
That was his name. Alan Rails. I'm Googling this. Yeah, no, it was called Spirit Tracks.
Yeah, wait, this shows saying that the hero of trains is actually just Alan Rails. Oh my god. How did we not realize this? Has anyone else made this connection before?
I don't think so. I think we're the Holy shit, did we just do something? I think we did something. I think when this Link died, he passed his powers on to Alan Rails.
Yeah, so does that say a lot about what we think about this Link? Is that he's about as cool as a joke character made up in Rick and Morty?
Yeah. I mean, he's really not great at anything.
Yeah. Have you played Spirit Tracks? Because I have not, so I don't know much about like the game.
Fuck no. All I know is that his whole domain is trains.
This MF a conductor.
This motherfucker's a conductor. Get him.
Get it. All the Links would get his ass, although I guess he could throw a ghost train at them, which is pretty impressive.
Well, I don't think the ghost is in the train. I think the ghost is in like the suit of armor.
Oh, yeah, right. That's like the Zelda thing. Right.
Which makes little to no sense, but fuck it. Okay, but here's the question. Is he better or worse than Four Swords Link?
I think the Four Swords ones at least are like a regular Link. This is a train Link.
This is a train Link.
I didn't even mean for that to be a pun. Fuck.
Oh, look, we got you a training link. But I'm a big boy. I want a real Link.
As part of your onboarding, you got to click the link to get to do your training.
All right. Now we have a very weird Link.
Okay, please explain this one because I don't get where he comes from, really.
So this is Manga Link. He comes from the Legend of Zelda manga, which is just a retelling. Well, this version specifically is a retelling of not Breath of fucking Wild, of Twilight Princess, I believe. So this is the Twilight Princess Link. But he can speak.
Yeah, it's a different version because it comes from a completely different medium. And this is the only book-based Zelda.
Yeah.
Or Link, fucking Christ.
We've been doing a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the story is a little different from actual Twilight Princess. However, I don't really know if, like, the fact that he can speak makes him better. You know what I mean?
I'm better than you. I feel like just the fact that he's, like, way less known, he's probably at least not as good as the Twilight Princess one, like the original Twilight Princess Zelda, Link.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about him, really.
Mm-hmm.
He's, like I said, he's the exact same Link, he just talks. So that's the question of, does that make him better or worse?
Yeah. And like you said, it's basically the same story, but also you don't get to play as this Link.
That is true. I don't really know. I feel like because he is the same Link, we should put him in S, right?
Mm-hmm.
But neither of us really know about him.
Yeah, I feel like if we knew him better and we were like, oh shit, like it's actually the same Twilight Princess Link, it's just as cool and everything, we would say yeah, but I feel like because we don't, I'll just put it in like B. I don't know. I feel like we can't just throw something in A or S if we literally don't know it at all.
I'll put him bottom of B.
Yeah,
it's just,
that's fair.
Like, I want to give it to him. I really do. But again, we didn't know this guy existed until we looked up this list. Like,
yeah, if you have an opinion on Manga Link and you think he's the coolest motherfucking Link ever, then tell us that we need to read this shit right away and maybe we'll amend our opinion.
Oh, you didn't tell me Eric was in the chat, dude.
Oh, he was for a second. He was confused.
You know, we were just breaking the links. And last, but certainly not least, the Hero of Wind from...
I love this motherfucker.
Yep. From... Oh my god, why am I blanking on it?
From Wind Waker?
Thank you. And Phantom Hourglass.
Mm-hmm. What I don't understand is how is the Hero of Trains not the same one?
That is a fantastic question, and I shall answer it for you. Anyways, we really like this Link because I really don't know why he's not the same.
I guess it's a good thing because that would drag him down.
Yeah. Because, like, this Link is cool.
Yeah.
Train Link kinda sucks.
He's not.
So, this Link is a sailor who literally starts the game in his pajamas.
Yeah, he starts out as a little island boy, and then it's a Link that actually has a motivation to try and do things outside of just like a sense of justice. Like for Wind Waker Link, it's fucking personal because his sister gets kidnapped like immediately.
I think that's a reason I like him so much is because unlike every other Link, legitimately every other Link, he has a personal stake in this.
Yeah, like even the Links that are like trained, like they're just in the army, or they're a knight, or they're a soldier, or something like that. Like they're not personally invested. This one is.
Yeah. So that immediately gives him a gigantic boost.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the fact that he is one of the few Links to feature in multiple adventures.
Yeah, so he's got more experience too. I feel like also with this Link, I mentioned before how the Breath of the Wild Link is like one of the most expressive and emotive. This is the most expressive Link because of all like the fucking facial features and the cartoony shit you can do.
And you can take selfies.
You can take selfies. You can like change your expression and everything. Like it adds so much to this Link's character. Like when his sister gets kidnapped, he's fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Literally none of the other Links are like that. They're stone faced.
Until Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, have you played Phantom Hourglass?
I haven't played Phantom Hourglass, just Wind Waker.
Neither have I, but I heard Phantom Hourglass was pretty good. And I also think that this Link, something that we keep emphasizing is if a Link feels like he could go out and actually accomplish something on his own, this Link 100% could.
Oh, like, yeah, for sure.
Like, he's one of the few Links that doesn't have a companion on him at all times.
Mm-hmm. Well, his companion is a boat that he can just abandon whenever he wants to.
Exactly. And he controls the wind itself.
Yeah, I feel like having like the wind controls, or like the wind songs that you can play is like having the ocarina, except all of the abilities are actually useful instead of just a couple of them.
Yeah, instead of just teleporting.
Yeah, or sending you forward and back in time.
Or making it rain on one guy.
Yeah, ruining one guy's life.
Yeah. I forgot he does that. He does that to one dude, and he's still pissed about it 7 years in the future.
Yeah, he's like, you.
You. I love that dude. He's just cranking his music box.
Yeah, poor guy. I mean, you fucking ruined his life. What else would you do at that point except play your music box?
Back to the Hero of Wind. I also like that he's a very proactive Link.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, he does everything because he gets, like, his sister gets kidnapped. But even after his sister is rescued, he's like, I gotta make sure that all these fuckers are gone. Like,
yeah. He's like Liam Neeson in Taken, basically.
He's the most cartoonish. Well, okay, there's two more that are more cartoony, but like, he is one of the most cartoonish Links in this list. But also, he is one of the few that I do not want to be on the wrong side of.
Yeah. Also, just like design wise, the cell shading and everything, it looks really good and it's aged really well. Like it looks amazing. And I feel like that adds to it as well, because like we've been counting visuals for all these characters as well, and I think that definitely counts.
Oh, absolutely. I think bottom of S tier.
I was gonna say I think Wind Waker Link has the fucking sass to be S tier. S for sass.
Oh, 100%. And you could take selfies.
Yeah, S for sass and selfie.
S because he puts up with Tingle.
Oh, yeah, true. He's being tortured by bitch-ass Tingle the whole time, chasing after Triforce Fragment.
I hate that guy so much. I like his game, though.
What is this game?
The Tingle's Rupee Adventure or some shit
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Wait, what about the Link from Link's Crossbow Training? Is that included?
That's just Twilight Princess Link.
Oh.
Yeah, that is every Link.
Yeah,
and for the first time in a long time, we finished an episode and we got time left.
Wow, and we're actually able to like rate everything basically. Like I feel like a lot of tier lists we do, at least some of the games we really have no experience with. This we were actually able to rate everything.
I know. I don't think we've been able to do that since. Well, no, we did it for the Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, and for Amphibia.
And Infinity Train.
The multiple Amphibia episodes that we did, by the way.
3 Amphibia episodes. We did 3.
I forgot how much of a gauntlet that was. God damn.